Hey everyone, welcome to the Super Review Show's Mixed Bag. We are back once again. Bill is here. Bill, how you doing tonight?
I am doing fantastic, JT. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's just the two of us tonight. It's just the two of us tonight. We're gonna have a little fun, and
we're gonna be talking about now. It doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're alone now.
Totally.
Beating of the heart is the only sound. Sorry.
Oh boy.
And Tiffany, if you're watching, do not sue me.
Or Tommy James and the Shandells. Just saying.
If all three of you are watching me, please don't sue me.
Anyways, how's everyone doing tonight? Hopefully everyone's doing well. Bill, why don't you explain tonight's show for us?
You know what? I'd be honored. Okay, so a lot of movies and TV shows not TV shows, movies. Okay, and a lot of movies don't really make it to theaters. They go straight to either videos, DVDs, or since it is now 2021 and we do this shit, they just go right to
Netflix.
They just go right to Netflix, Hulu,
or HBO Max if you're the Snyder Cut.
Or HBO Max, because, theaters are a thing of the past. And also, say it with me, thanks COVID.
Just a plug for our store really quick before we start tonight's show. Just want to let you know, there is a thanks COVID t-shirt in our store online at Teespring. Shout out to Teespring. You guys are awesome. And all the proceeds go to Bill. None to me. They go straight to Bill. So buy some t-shirts. It's all good.
Hold on.
Okay. No worries, everyone. And like I said, the thanks COVID thing. Listen, Bill, he's the one who came up with that quote. And don't worry, it is all good on his end because he gets the profits from this shirt. It's so amazing. You gotta love to see it.
It is fantastic, guys. It is fantastic.
So buy a shirt. Go for it.
Buy the thanks COVID shirt.
And Joe Wiley is joining us on the chat board. How you doing tonight, Joe?
What is going on, pal?
Oh, good. Love to see it. Love to see it, my friends.
How about them Rangers?
Oh yeah, shout out to that. Feel free to chat all things sports in the chat board, my friend.
Or anything.
Spit out your garbage at us.
Please, just don't come and attack us.
But in the reality, folks, go ahead, Bill. You go ahead.
Yeah, but anyway, as I was saying, sorry, I had this weird moment. My mic went out, but
you're good. Don't worry about it.
But so we're gonna be talking about stuff that went to movies, videos, went to video or Netflix or just anything. Okay, we were gonna call this movie duds, which we still kind of are, but we don't think these movies are necessarily bad. Some of them got shoved off to video.
Yeah,
we're looking at you, Disney.
Disney.
But some of them got because of, either the streaming service helped finance it.
Yep.
Or, like we just said with COVID, some of them got put on streaming services because of COVID.
Oh, absolutely.
And and I just want to say, speaking of with streaming services and COVID, have you noticed you don't have Disney Plus, do you?
I do not. Personally, I don't.
Yeah, because I do. And I don't know if you've noticed this.
What?
But when Disney releases new movies.
Yeah, what about it?
When they release new movies that was supposed to be into the theaters, they did this with Mulan, they did this with She-Ra and the Last Dragon, and they're going to do this with Black Widow come June or July.
Yeah.
They charge you an extra $30.
Are you kidding me? Really?
I am not kidding you.
That is absolute garbage.
That is. So you know what? I am actually going to see Black Widow in theaters when it comes out. I'm not going to spend another $30. That's insane.
Yeah, I mean, let's be real. Who wants to pay an extra amount of anything nowadays? Not me.
Because you know why? Because you know what people don't have?
Jobs.
People have no money.
I know it sucks, but we're not here to talk about that, Bill. We're here to talk about what movies went straight to DVD or Netflix or whatever, as the title of this video suggests. Oh boy. So, anyways, this is just like I said, this is one of those shows where it's just like we're doing a laid back discussion about what's going on in the world of streaming, how like Peacock, or a stupid name, by the way. I gotta get into that. Stupid Peacock or Disney Plus. I know it's ridiculous. Paramount Plus.
Peacock, rant, my friend, rant.
Oh, we'll get into all that in a little bit. But just to set the mood here on the Super Review Show tonight.
Do I have to undress?
Bill, we're fine.
Oh God, there's not kids watching, is there? Sorry, kids. Maybe you should go watch a Pixar movie.
Maybe they should watch Coco.
No, I really like. I did. If I did like Coco, I really did like Coco.
So I'm here to explain to all of you.
We're here. This is a partnership.
All right. So, anyways, I'm gonna pull up a link here that I wanted to share with everyone. It's from Esquire magazine, which is a magazine I like to read when it comes to my movie news. This is just some of the films that we kind of figured out what was going on. Like, here's the movie like streaming films, and here's just a sample of them that I wanted to get into really quick, if that's okay. And Bill, before we get, Bill, why don't you read off a couple of these while we're going? Borat 2. I started to watch it. I thought it was. I mean, I didn't finish it because I thought it's a little weird at the same time. But we probably shouldn't be showing this on video.
I haven't even seen the first one, but
we probably shouldn't be showing that on camera. Anyways, have you seen this one? I'm just gonna go through all of them and see if you've seen them.
Yes, I have seen this one.
Okay, tell me more. What do you got?
Oh wait, you want me to tell you about the movie?
Yeah, just a brief little bit of it. Yeah.
Okay, it's actually based on a true story. It's about the 1968 riots at the 1968 Democratic Convention.
Okay.
This is history. I'm not getting political here, but this is history. There were riots that took place. And 7 people, the Chicago 7, all got arrested for basically inciting the riot, and they go to trial. Like, okay, you've heard a reference before. You know this, of course. You know the song "American Pie" by Don McLean.
Yeah, of course.
You know, bye bye,
Miss American. I think we all know American Pie.
You know the line, the courtroom was adjourned, no verdict was returned.
Oh, that's about this?
That line was about the trial.
Oh wow. Okay.
The courtroom was adjourned, no verdict was returned.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so it's Eddie Redmayne, Sacha Baron Cohen, Frank Langella, and they were protesting the Vietnam War in the movie during the convention, and because 1968 was a real. Sorry, guys, it's time for a history lesson.
Oh God, here we go.
and guess it's time for everybody's favorite segment. Random Facts with Bill. Random Facts with Bill. Anyway, because 1968, America was on pins and needles. You think 2020 was bad? Oh boy.
Yeah, you think 2020 was bad? Take a look at 1968 for a little bit.
Because at what happened at this point, racial tensions were high.
Yep.
Just like today. There was whatchamacallit, the war in Vietnam was becoming an absolute shit show. But it kept going. And then, in 1968, of course, you had on April 4th, 1968, you had the assassination of Martin Luther King.
Yep.
And then 2 months later, June 5th, 1968, you had the assassination of Robert Kennedy.
Oh my God. It's a rough year.
And so that was the year when everything just blew up. And a lot of people in these different groups, like Eddie Redmayne's groups, who plays Tom Hayden, Sacha Baron Cohen plays anti-war activist what's his name? Abby Hoffman. Like, have you ever seen you've seen Forrest Gump, of course.
Yeah, I have.
You know that scene when he's at the Washington Monument and the guy in the shirt, the flag shirt, and saying, "Can you tell us about the war?" And then
Oh, yeah.
Gump goes, "The war in Vietnam was the war in Vietnam," and they'll go, "Yeah!" I just love that quote. He sure liked to say the F word, and every time he said the F word, people would cheer.
Yeah.
No, that guy was actually based on that guy was supposed to be Abby Hoffman.
Oh wow.
Yeah, see how much you learned tonight. Anyway,
Yeah, random facts with Bill. It's been great so far.
But you know, and it's sort of like, and it's like a real. It really shows like, and also Michael Keaton's in it too.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, he plays the former Attorney General Ramsey Clark. Okay, little bit of a spoiler, but this is history. You can Google this shit. Who's actually called to testify?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's all a very just riveting scene, and they actually show what happens. I think one of my favorite scenes is when they actually. Okay, this needs a little bit of historical backstory. When the mob was coming to the arena, it was supposed to be a peaceful protest.
Yeah.
They alerted Richard Daley, who at the time was Chicago's mayor, and said, they didn't show them alerting him, but they said, listen, they're coming here. What do we do? Goes, cops are here, right? Goes, beat the ever-loving shit out of them.
Oh, my God.
And he goes, but goes, take your freaking badge. Tell them to take the badges off so they don't identify. And they're like, and they're standing right there, and you're thinking, they're not going to do it, are they? And they're like taking their badges off so they can't identify them. And they just start beating the ever-loving crap out of them.
Yeah.
And there's commentary going on by Abby Hoffman, Sacha Baron Cohen's character, when he's doing stand-up like years later. It's like, okay, so we're at this restaurant. Inside, it's like the 60s never happened. Everybody's there for the convention. They're dressed nicely. They're having a nice dinner. And we're all outside getting ready to face hell. So it's like 50s on the outside. No, I'm sorry. 60s on the outside, 50s on the inside.
Okay.
And then, okay, I don't know if this next scene actually happened or they just did it for dramatic effect. When the cops are like beating them, they just go right through the windows of the restaurant. They just go right through the windows of the restaurant. Again, I don't know if that actually happened or if that was just fabricated.
Okay.
But yeah, the rest of it is actually, I'm not going to get into the whole thing. I'm sorry, I've talked about this a lot, but this is my favorite movie of 2020. And it was actually nominated for Best Picture.
Wow.
Yeah, most of the movies all the movies have been nominated are all streaming services movies due to obvious reasons. But yeah, I really did like this movie. I enjoyed it. It is, and it was also directed by Aaron Sorkin, who still hasn't responded to me on Twitter. Aaron, you still need to get back to me, pal.
That's right.
I'm waiting, Sorkin. Come on, pal. Let's do this.
Oh boy, bring back the newsroom.
Come on, buddy. You were supposed to respond to me on Twitter. What happened?
Oh my God. Come at us.
This week, I didn't really look at Twitter. I had some personal things going on.
Yep.
But which we're not going to get into because I don't like to talk about my personal life on air. But come on, Aaron Sorkin. You're supposed to reply to me. Let's do this.
By the way, you can tweet us at Super Review Show, Aaron Sorkin, at Super Review Show. Thank you.
Yeah, Aaron Sorkin. And I loved this movie, too.
Yeah.
So I'm giving you credit on something. So you
Cool.
better respond to me about the newsroom. Please.
Any other final comments, concerns on the trial of Chicago 7, Bill?
I think I'm good.
All right, you've been a lot there. Witches?
I've seen a little bit of it, but I haven't watched the whole thing. I know it's based off the
Oh, what is it? I'm not familiar with it. You're gonna have to What's that?
Okay. I haven't seen the movie, but I can explain this to you.
Yeah, just do a quick synopsis.
Okay, this is actually based off the book by Roald Dahl.
Okay.
You know who Roald Dahl is.
I no idea.
He wrote Matilda, Charlie and the
That
Chocolate Factory.
that guy.
Yeah, but there was actually it's about a boy's grandmother who is about a widowed boy who's staying with his grandmother, and it finds out where they are. There's witches, and it's based off the book. Apparently, okay, I haven't read the book. I've seen a little bit of the 1990 version. Yeah, because there's a 1990 version with Angelica Houston in it.
Okay.
From what I know, the book is much darker.
Mm-hmm.
The book is much darker.
Yeah.
And big shock, the movie, Roald Dahl didn't like it.
Okay.
And that was actually the last movie. That movie came out like shortly before he died, the 1990 version. Yeah, Roald Dahl didn't really like a lot of his film books being adapted into films. Like, he hated Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, really? Okay.
He hated it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I could tell you why off camera, just because I don't want to hold everything up here.
Yeah, sure. So Witches, it went to HBO Max.
Went to HBO Max.
Yep. I Am Woman went to, hold on one second. Went to Amazon streaming services. I don't know. Do you know anything about this one or no?
I know nothing about this one.
All right, let's skip over it. Antebellum.
I heard of it, but I haven't watched it.
I feel like I've heard of it. The release date, the digital release date was for September 18th, 2020. This is on Amazon, and let's not forget Apple. And listen, I just want to point out to everyone, a part of this episode is we're going to talk a lot about streaming services in general, like what we think are good, what just generally speaking about streaming services. So, and I got a lot to say about them personally. So, Run. Any comments on Run with Sarah Paulson, Kiri Allen? No.
Nah, I haven't seen
it. Oh, well, it's your favorite.
Mulan, and this was the one I was talking about like a few minutes ago.
Yeah, here's
like
the description.
When this first came out, because it was supposed to come out last March.
In 2020, yeah.
Yeah, but then guess what? Because of, you guessed it,
COVID.
If you had Disney Plus and you wanted to watch this, you had to pay an extra $30.
That sucks. Okay, I don't. I'm going to talk about that later on, but I really don't like that, to be honest with you.
No, I don't. We can rant about that later. It's ridiculous.
Yes, we'll bitch and moan later. All right. So, the trailer looked good. I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, Disney's been doing like live action adaptations of their 90s films, of course, their animated films. I mean, I don't mind it personally. I mean, it's like new, fresh takes on older films. It's not bad. Miss Juneteenth. Any concerns, questions, comments?
Now that looks interesting. I've never seen it. I
mean, I'm not gonna play the trailer because of COVID, because of copyright. But it's in a June 19th streaming service. Watch now. You Should Have Left with Kevin Bacon. I have from Universal. I have no idea.
Kevin freaking Bacon.
Kevin freaking Bacon.
Have you ever played 7 Degrees of Kevin Bacon?
No. What is that?
Okay, here's what you do, and you know what? We'll play this one day if you want. On
yeah,
live.
Sure.
If anyone wants to see us play 7 Degrees of Kevin Bacon, let us know.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Here's what you do. You name Kevin Bacon and a actor.
Right.
Okay. So let's say Kevin Bacon and Mike Myers.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just doing a simple one for now.
Sure.
Because I don't really feel like thinking about shit right now.
That's for you.
Okay, but here's how you play it. It'd be like, okay, Kevin Bacon and Mike Myers. Mike Myers was in Shrek with John Lithgow, and John Lithgow was in Footloose with Kevin Bacon. Oh,
you have to connect the dots, basically.
And connect it all to Kevin Bacon.
Really?
Fucking Kevin Bacon.
He's been in a lot of stuff, dude.
Oh, he's been in a lot of shit.
Irresistible with Steve Carell. You heard of this one?
Heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah. No, really a desire to see that about the Five Bloods.
I've heard of this, but I haven't gotten a chance to watch it yet.
All right, well, let's
this is by Spike Lee.
Oh, Spike Lee did it? Okay. Gotcha. So watch. It doesn't say what streaming service. Just Mercy. I remember the coming attractions for this, but then it got delayed.
This actually came out last year, and then it
then
actually resurfaced because okay, listen, the reason why it resurfaced has a reason. I'm gonna try to keep it straightforward if that's okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because after the events of last year with George Floyd,
Yeah, stuff like that. Yep.
they actually made this movie free for streaming.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
To educate people about racism in the justice system, in our criminal justice system.
Sorry. Gotcha. Okay.
Because one of the things this was, and again, this is a conversation for another day, but because like one of the number one movie that was being streamed after that happened.
What's this?
And actually was the movie The Help. And that's really not the best thing.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Listen, I've seen The Help. I think it's a good movie, but it's just really not the best thing to be watching after that.
That I know, yeah.
But this was totally more movie to show people of what goes on in our justice system. Like, I really would have liked to watch it. Like, Michael B. Jordan is actually one of my favorite actors.
He's a great actor. Plug.
Denzel fucking Washington.
Denzel, man, you can't beat him. Oh, love him.
He's like a younger Morgan Freeman.
He's like a younger Morgan Freeman. I like that. I got to hashtag younger Morgan Freeman. Let's get that trending on Twitter, guys.
Morgan Freeman, dude. I love Morgan Freeman. I want him narrating my life.
Who doesn't want Morgan Freeman?
Bill sat down.
And then Bill sat down and he decided, you know.
But anyway, Just Mercy. But I heard it's really good, and I really got to get a chance to watch it.
Yeah, I heard it was good too. King of Staten Island with what is it? I forget. I see his Pete Davidson. I forget his name.
Oh God, Pete Davidson. He was engaged to Ariana Grande.
I know he was, but then
they broke it off, and now I don't know if he still is, but I know he was dating Kate Beckinsale, whose daughter is like, I kid you not, 5 years younger than him.
Wow, that's crazy.
Creepy.
That's pretty creepy, actually. Let's not talk about Pete Davidson right now.
Yeah, but I haven't seen it.
Disney's Artemis Fowl. I remember the coming track sheets for this. Yeah,
I heard it was. I haven't seen it, but I heard Doug Walker from Channel Awesome. Doug, plug, please like us.
Plug for Doug, like Super Review Show.
Yeah, but he said he didn't really like Artemis Fowl.
I'm sure it looks stupid. Anytime it's a Disney film like this, it just looks stupid. I hate to be that like devil's advocate person, like in a negative way, but let's be real. Spy Kids was like a testament of that. So I don't know. I got my own beef with that. Scoob.
When Scooby was a puppy.
It's funny. This original release date was May 15th, but they released it on the same day for digital on, I'm assuming, HBO Max because it's Warner Brothers.
Yeah, because it was during when theaters were shut down.
Yep.
Like, like different theaters, like they're open. Like, I know, like with at least Regal in our area, one theater I think is opening. I want to say May 7th.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
The other one I think it's opening like in a few weeks.
Let's go, Bill. Let's go.
Let's do it. My new movie partner.
Let's go. Take that, Justin.
We still love you, Justin. We do.
We love you, Justin, but you're somewhere else.
In Maryland.
Yeah, give me a break. So any comments for Scoob at all or no?
No, I haven't seen it. I've seen trailers of it. I thought it was cute. It looked cute, but
I after the previous two Scooby-Doo movies, I was like, where can you go from here?
It's a prequel. It's where everything began.
Oh, it's how the okay. That makes sense. All right. Capone?
Haven't seen this.
Al Capone. No, let's skip over it. Again, digital release date and original release date are the same. How to Build a Girl. I don't even know what this is.
This looks weird.
Skip over that. Endings and Beginnings by a romantic comedy. Oh my God. There's like a lot. Fantasy Island? No. Okay, now let's skip over that. Trolls World Tour. It got delayed.
I haven't seen it, but my buddy saw it and he said he liked it.
The Trolls song is actually, it Can't Stop the Feeling. That's everywhere now.
I actually really do like that song.
Thanks, Timberlake. And Anna Kendrick's in this. How could we forget?
Anna.
Call Bill, Anna.
Call me, Anna.
Let's start a new hashtag. Call Bill from Anna. I don't know, whatever. We'll see. Never, rarely, sometimes, always. This animated.
Never heard of half these things.
And these were all direct to Onward. Disney Pixar's Onward got sent straight to streaming. Lovebirds got sent. Okay, basically, okay. So without Bad Boys for Life, like this is Bad Boys like 5, whatever.
Like I remember this was released but I remember originally this was like released before COVID.
Oh, that's right. It's a January, but it got digitally released March 31st. Okay. Sonic the Hedgehog.
That got released like a month before everything.
Yeah, in theaters February 14th, right before COVID got hit. That's crazy. Call the Wild. This just looks stupid. I'm sorry. With Harrison Ford. I love Harrison Ford to death, but this just looks stupid.
I know he's in your favorite movie.
He's in my favorite movie of all time in the lead role. Plug for you who may not know that. Downhill. I mean, you know what? Honestly, there's so basically, guys, this is Birds of Prey. We'll talk about that for a second. You saw it. How was it?
It was all right.
All right, I'll give you that. All right, let's get out of this.
That was actually the last movie.
Yeah.
I saw before COVID in theaters.
I don't even think I saw it went to the theater in 2020 at all.
And you want to know something? The movie you showed, the movie they had before you X that thing out, The Way Back. It was a movie about Ben Affleck coaching a basketball team. Funny story.
Yeah, go ahead. And then we'll talk about streaming services. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. But actually, there's 2 other movies I'd like to talk about before we get to that. But anyway,
sure, go ahead.
What I was saying about The Way Back. I wanted to see that movie in theaters. I remember it was the weekend before things started shutting down.
Right. Wow.
They started shutting down like March, 12th, 13th. So this was like March 6th.
Yeah.
Or March, it was like March 7th. And since I don't drive, I was saying, hey, Mom, I want to go see the new Ben Affleck movie today. Think you could drop me off? And then she said, sure. What time? And I'm like, I think it's like 2:30, 3 o'clock. She goes, okay. So I'm going upstairs, I'm so a few minutes before he goes, Billy, can you come down here for a sec? So I'm like, I'm getting my phone, getting my wallet, because I'm thinking, okay, I'm getting ready to go. And then Mom goes, you know what, honey, maybe it's best you don't go. I'm like, why? Going, with this, okay, at this time, okay, to be fair, I didn't know how bad this thing was going to be.
Yeah, at that point, no one knew.
No one knew because when they were hyping it up, because we all thought, they're blowing this out of proportion. I heard it's just like getting the flu.
Yeah, and then
we didn't know how serious it was going to be. But then she goes, honey, maybe best you shouldn't go because with this COVID thing, with this coronavirus thing, maybe it's maybe you shouldn't go sit in the theater. I'm like, why? I go, you could be sitting next to my dad was you could be sitting next to someone who has it and they might not even know it.
That's true.
And then you get it. I'm like, okay, you know what? You have a point. And that was like I'm thinking, oh shit, this is what life's gonna be like for a while. And long and behold, yes. But I'm also
thanks, COVID.
But I was also thinking, okay, you know what? Better be safe than sorry. Yeah, and I wanted to see that movie, The Way Back. But yeah, 2 other movies because that was at least before this. Actually 3. One, the Snyder Cut, which I won't get into too much detail because Justin and JT has not seen it.
I on what on the Snyder Cut?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm pulling up images right now. Go ahead.
JT hasn't seen it. Everyone, shame. All
right, I'm taking the shame here. Taking the shame.
I won't get into too much detail because when JT hasn't seen it, and plus, there's a review of it over on Movie Holics Productions. Go watch it.
Plug for Movie Holics Productions. They are great.
My very dear friend Justin. But yeah, I really did like the Snyder Cut and #reboot the Snyderverse.
Oh my God.
Why do you say oh my God?
Because I agree with you. I mean, like I've had this conversation with a friend of mine the other day. They need hopefully Flashpoint does it apparently because there's so much like mix-up and what's going on with this universe. It's just nuts. Like we've seen so much.
I've seen so much. But yeah, please let's reboot the Snyderverse. And I really liked it. it was just so much better than the Whedon cut made by filmmaker and professional asshole Joss Whedon.
Yep.
He's a fucking asshole. Okay, I'm gonna keep it down on the swear, and I apologize. I just get very passionate about this stuff.
You're a diehard passionate fan, Bill.
It's not swearing; it's passion.
Exactly. Yeah, go ahead.
But anyway, yeah, I really. Can you hear me now?
Yep, go ahead.
Judas and the Black Messiah.
Judas. I got there. Sorry, not my sex tape.
It's actually based off a true story about a guy named Bill Neal.
Okay.
Who's a criminal who gets picked up by the FBI to infiltrate the Black Panthers with the leader, Fred Hampton.
Right.
Which eventually leads to him giving them information, which eventually leads to Fred Hampton's death.
Okay.
Because the FBI kills him, and which was also nominated for Best Picture.
Wow.
Yeah, I've seen it. If you get a chance to watch it, it's a really good movie.
Yep. And by the way, the films we're talking about tonight, I know we're gonna get to streaming services in a little bit, but the films that Bill mentioned, I really trust Bill's opinion. I trust Bill's input, and I really think that he knows a lot. Truthfully, sometimes a lot more than I do. And he knows a lot of films that you may be under the radar for some people, and this is one of the ones that I definitely think that you should check out based on his recommendation alone. Just wanted to put that out there.
Also nominated for Best Picture, and also okay, you know what? We have to, and I forgot about this one too. Wonder Woman 84. That was on HBO Max.
That's right, Wonder Woman 84. No, not Bloodlines. Sorry, 19. That's a comic book storyline. 1984.
Yeah, I liked the first Wonder Woman better. I thought this one was okay. And I know this is Matt Hemsley, who unfortunately is a little busy tonight, so he can't join us. But he's here with us in spirit. Matt, we're thinking about you, buddy.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Matt Hemsley's favorite DCEU movie.
Wonder Woman, yep. Great film.
Wonder Woman 84. I thought it was okay. I didn't hate it, but I just thought it was okay.
What, this one?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, it looks like it looks cheesy a little bit because, like, I mean, the premise, like, it's her taking place in the 80s, you know?
Yeah, but some of it's pretty funny.
That's good, though.
Last, I know this is just mindless fun. Kong versus Godzilla.
Oh my God, you're right. There's a meme out. I see what happens when COVID hits.
I actually watched this with my brother. And it's just, I liked it. It's not anything big, deep, and complex. It's just mindless fun.
All right.
It's just watching King Kong and Godzilla kill each other.
That's great. But King Kong is as big as Godzilla, which makes it even better.
Pretty much.
That's great.
Yeah. And it will make you have a big nerdgasm.
Yes, it looks great too.
Yeah. So
and there's a giant cat here too.
You said you want to talk. Oh God.
That's even better.
And I'm not even a big cat person.
Yeah. Bill, in the chat board, something's waiting for you.
Oh God.
As I pull up some streaming services stuff. Go ahead.
Now they are 4 points out of fourth. The Rangers, yes. Dude, I hope they can make it. I really do hope they can make it.
I am too. I'm turning into a hockey fan. I like the Rangers a lot.
See what we do to you?
See what you've done to me? You literally turned me into, like, I'm watching hockey now on TV.
No.
Seriously? I'm not kidding. Yeah, look what you've done. All right. Anyways, let's talk about this. Is not as much as we love sports here on the Super Review Show and Nick's Bag. We're also going to be talking tonight about streaming services.
If you want to listen to sports, go listen to the Sports Insanity podcast, available on all platforms.
God damn it! I knew he was going to do that.
Yeah.
Anyways,
rant to make about a certain streaming service?
Yeah, I want to talk. There's some hold on. There are
have to get something for that one.
Okay, go ahead. There are some
I'll get what I have to get.
Streaming service. So look, I just want to. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna wait for Bill, but I'm gonna get started a little bit. The fact that there are here's the thing, right? Hear me out, YouTube. Hear me out. The fact that there is so. What are you doing?
Getting ready for the rant.
Oh my God! All right. So, anyways, the fact that I believe, and it's less of a rant, it's more of like a personal opinion. We're entering an era. We're exiting an era of cable dominating the planet in a sense. I really do think within the next 4, maybe 5 years, not even, maybe less, within the next several years, cable, like your Fios subscription, your Optimum, let's face it, everyone is turning to streaming. Let's be real. Am I wrong? And honestly, as Bill gets something out of his fridge, I don't even know what he's getting. Hey, there he is. There are so many streaming services out there now that I cannot believe. And actually, the thumbnail of this video is one of them. I'm going to show you guys this. Look at all the different things you can get for streaming services nowadays. The thumbnail of this video is this one right here. I'm showing you right now. Look, there's Netflix. Obviously, there's been Netflix for a long time, but Netflix was a game changer back in the day. Now so we had Netflix. Now we have Disney Plus. They're stepping up their game with original content, with Marvel characters and Star Wars characters, whatnot. HBO Max releasing the Snyder Cut. Peacock, one of the stupidest names that NBC could have come up with. Like, do you realize there's a meme waiting to be created there? So Netflix, Disney Plus, HBO Max, Peacock, Prime Video has been out now for 5 or 6 years. And in fact, Amazon is making their own studio to make movies to be released either in theaters or on streaming services. BET.
They got to give Uncle Jeff some money.
I know. Hey, they got to do something. Apple TV. So all of these streaming services are just stepping up their game. Like, it's too many. This guy's making a point. Too many streaming services, like HBO and like YouTube. Even YouTube, the service that we do the Super Review Show on, has YouTube TV. Like, they're doing. It's insane nowadays. And Hulu. How can we forget Hulu? Like, there's so many different like types of streaming services now. It's just crazy to me. Acorn TV is another one. So my question to you guys is, and whether you're watching this live or not at this point, to be honest, what is going to happen if, let's say, cable falls? Let's be real. Let's say cable falls and streaming services take over. Will that mean that the companies that own these streaming services, Disney, Netflix, Warner Brothers, NBC, Paramount Plus is another one, will these streaming services become more higher priced? And let's be real, the less competition you have, the better the price. Because I may have said that wrong, but like, my point is, if cable goes, what's going to be left for? Look, you might, instead of paying $14.99 a month for Disney Plus, you might pay $25 to get all of this content. Therefore, you're jacking your prices up and you're making a lot of money and charging a lot of people a lot of money. And also, just on a note of Peacock, I want to say, it's just, again, stupidest name. Stupid name
Peacock.
on NBC's part. They really botched that.
Freezer next time you say Peacock.
Sorry. I love NBC. I love the content they do. I love Universal Studios. I love the content they do. But really, this was the stupidest name they could have come up with. Peacock. God damn. Like, it's the stupidest name.
What is it? NBC Plus?
Well, everyone else is doing Plus, like Disney Plus, Apple TV Plus. What's the other one? Like, there's different names, but like, I think they've really just tried to stretch it out there and be like, let's call it this. Like, come on. HBO Max is another one. Like, also, look at this graphic for a second. This is just different types of statistics. Hulu's one thing. Disney, Paramount Plus. So you have 3 pluses. You have Disney Plus, Paramount Plus, and what's the last one I said? and Apple TV Plus. Like, come on, and BT Plus, like YouTube TV. There's so many different options. My question to you guys, the viewers, and please jump in the chat board. If you're not in the chat board, jump in the comment section below, and please tell us: do you think streaming services will be the new way of the future? But will prices for these services go up? And I think there's a few determining factors here, Bill. In different areas of the country, I think that in the metropolitan area where we live in, Bill, hold on. Saturday Night Live is a big draw in the New York metropolitan area, especially even in Philadelphia. People get viewers. I think that it's definitely not going to be a definite flop where it's going to go from it's not going to be a direct change from cable to streaming. I think the change will come naturally, to be honest with you. And I really do think that streaming services will become the new way of the future. I don't know, Bill, am I making any sense by going off on this tangent?
A little bit, but
what's your opinion of what I'm saying? Do you think that being that look, we're in COVID now, we're slowly getting out of it by getting everyone vaccinated. Do you think the following things could happen? Do you think that several things happen? Number one, straight to streaming services is going to become a reality, a bigger thing. Number one. Number two, do you think streaming services will overrule cable TV? Meaning, like, you don't need a cable subscription, you just need an internet subscription to your services. What do you think?
I think that would be interesting, but in all honesty, if I can be honest with you, JT,
yeah,
I have no idea.
Okay.
I think maybe the reason why all these streaming services have been popping up so far is because, Netflix has been around, so is Hulu, Amazon, Disney Plus came out like in November 2019, because I remember I have a lot of friends who are big Disney nerds.
Yeah.
Who were having like the biggest, oh my God, Disney Plus again. And people like, okay, Disney Plus is now a thing. I'm going to be locking myself in my room and watching it all day. Please do not disturb me.
Give me a break. Yeah.
Like, no. Listen, I love Disney as much as the next guy. But,
of course.
But guys, get a life. Get a life, please.
I agree.
But I think the thing is because currently basic television is losing to streaming services right now.
Absolutely. And I think, if you don't mind me saying this really quick, I think a big thing that we touched on with sports really quick, I think one of the biggest changes is when the contracts are up for cable companies like Fios, Optimum, or whatever you have. I think that, or Altice Mobile, or whatever you have, I can honestly say, Bill, that I really think that the NFL contracts might be a big factor in this as well. Regardless of like what you have, I think you might stream a game instead of turn on your cable TV and watch a game.
Yeah, that's what's going on with them. The NFL just made an agreement recently. They actually just ended their contract with DirecTV to have the NFL Sunday Ticket, and now it's going to be on ESPN Plus.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. So I think that
on ESPN Plus. So in a way, and I hate to use somewhat political language here.
You're fine.
I feel like in a way with streaming, you're sort of privatizing TV.
I mean, look, I honestly don't know. I mean, to be honest, if they,
you're sort of privatizing TV in a way.
But yeah.
But, I think because maybe the big thing is because I think maybe some of the, some streaming series only release one episode a week. Others, Netflix did this. They just dump the whole season on one day, and you don't have to wait for the next week for the next episode. Yeah,
I think given that choice, Disney was very smart. Said, "Oh, let's drop this episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier on this day and drop it like a regular show." Whereas Netflix's model is like, "No, let's just drop the whole season." I think that Disney's way is smarter, to be honest with you. because like
I feel like in that way, when they drop the whole season, you can watch it at your own pace.
yeah, that's true. Hold on.
We quoting Justin, I welcome our new eared overlords.
Overlords.
But but you want to know something? I think Netflix may be one of the first streaming services to go down, in all honesty.
Really? Tell me why.
Because here's the thing, like, listen, I don't know the contracts with any of these folks.
Yeah.
Like, but like how how HBO Max has all the Warner Brothers content, so Netflix isn't going to be having much Warner Brothers content.
Nope. No Marvel no Marvel or Star Wars either.
Because Marvel and Star Wars are owned by
Disney.
Are owned by Disney, and they're on
Disney Plus.
So they're losing content from them. Like again, like they maybe get, but then and then like I know Universal, that's all on
Peacock.
Stupid
name.
Because Peacock because Universal owns Peacock. So a lot of Universal content may be coming off Netflix. Again,
yeah, I mean, like The Office.
I don't know what a lot of the contract deals are with these streaming services that.
Like, do you want? I mean, I can list off like 3 or 4 shows or movies or just properties right off the bat that Universal is going to pull off of Netflix and put onto Peacock. The Office.
That already happened.
There's one. The other one is the Jurassic Park films.
Oh, those are on Peacock now?
Well, it's a Universal NBC property. So they're going to put those movies on there. They're going to put I hate them, but the Fast and Furious franchise is going to be put up because they're a Universal property. They're going to be put on a Peacock. So now, like, you're kind of like Netflix was a great thing that they brought them all together, but now they're gonna like kind of like separate. Netflix is gonna be like only. I actually can see your point now, where it's like, Netflix might actually like no longer be the number one dominating streaming service. It'd be curious to see who's gonna be the next one.
Netflix might be making only original, because in the recent years they've been making original content.
Yeah, they've been getting books
like it depends on, again, I don't know what the deals and the contracts are.
Yeah.
Like maybe like say, okay, Netflix, you can have rights to some of these Warner Brother films, or maybe you could have rights to some of these Universal films. But hey, when they come off on this day, they're going on Peacock or they're going on HBO Max.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure yeah, go ahead.
Something that got off Netflix and got put on HBO Max was, of course, and a lot of people rioted over this, and we talked about this in our overrated TV shows, was Friends. Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Like that got, when they took that off Netflix, people were about to freaking riot.
I know, for no reason, but yeah.
And then when and then they announced, I guarantee when they announced, Friends will now be on HBO Max. I guarantee you a lot of people spent their life savings on HBO Max.
It's also a cash grab too.
Watched a million times.
Yeah, it's a way to get them to get to the other streaming services to get off of Netflix.
But like right now, I think and also Hulu, which is also owned by Disney.
Oh my God, you're right.
Well, because here's the thing, like for instance, I think the difference between Hulu and Disney Plus is Disney Plus tries to keep the more family content. And Hulu tries to do the more adult shows.
Yeah.
Like they try to put like Hulu has like all the stuff from like ABC on, because ABC is owned
by Disney.
Sorry, I keep doing that.
No, you're fine. I like doing it.
Hulu, because they have all the ABC stuff on.
Yeah.
So
actually, it's funny. You know what? Can I point something out to you about Hulu that I just realized?
Sure.
So how Disney bought Fox?
Yeah.
Okay, and you know how like all the Fox properties are now under the Disney umbrella, if you will?
Yeah.
So hear me out for a sec. Disney now owns now Disney has plans, from what I understand, to make more Predator movies, more Alien movies, and Alien TV shows, like stuff like that, right? You know what they put on Hulu that I didn't realize made the connection until you said this, was that Disney owns the X-Files now, which is crazy because they own Fox. The X-Files is on Hulu. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like that was a Fox property that is now on Hulu because of Disney. It's really interesting to follow this stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, also, even before Disney owned Fox,
yeah,
Family Guy's on Hulu.
That's right. Yep.
And I think it was going to stay on Hulu because I don't think they want Family Guy on Disney Plus.
I don't know, or The Simpsons. Oh, is The Simpsons on Disney Plus?
The Simpsons is on Disney Plus, which is kind of weird.
That is kind of weird because it's one of those shows.
Like I think The Simpsons should be on Hulu.
Absolutely, I second that completely.
Because I think The Simpsons is sort of that borderline between adult and, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, like a Family Guy, American Dad, Simpsons, Cleveland Show. When I think of those shows, I typically think of like adult, quote unquote, adult cartoons.
Yeah, so I think that's how they should do it. They should put Disney Plus should put the more family friendly. Disney should put the more family friendly content on Disney Plus, and they should put the more adult content on Hulu.
I mean, I think that'd be a brilliant way for them to handle it. To be honest with you, that'd be pretty good.
And by adult, I don't mean like pornography. I mean like
you mean like adult, like shows that are not that. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like for instance, they have like all the eight ABC shows. Like one of my favorite shows, The Good Doctor, is on Hulu.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yet I still DVR it because I'm a nerd. But anyway,
yet I still DVR it.
But anyway, so yeah, but getting back to my main point here is, I think Netflix's days as number one are kind of numbered because like I said, all these now new streaming services are coming out because, like I said, like they're not going to be getting anything from Warner Brothers. Again, I've said this 50 times. I don't know what the deals with the contracts are and everything.
And I don't either. So,
because again, they may have to say, okay, Netflix, you can have this on for a certain amount of days, but after your time is up, if it's like a Universal property, it's going on Peacock.
Yeah, or if it's a Warner Brothers property, like it's going to go on.
It's going on HBO Max.
HBO Max, yeah.
If it's a Disney property, it's going on either Hulu or Disney Plus.
Or I was thinking about this because Disney has the rights to Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic. That stuff will primarily be on. Where's the thing? Disney. I'm gonna put Disney Plus umbrella. I want to just see I want to see what, because they have the logos. No, hold on. This is what I was talking about. This. They have Pixar, Star Wars, Marvel, and Disney content and National Geographic on Disney Plus. What I didn't understand how they put you said the Simpsons are on there. Is that correct?
Yes.
Honestly, and I don't know, man. This is like they're trying to rule the world at this point.
They own everything.
They literally own everything. Also, let's not forget. And also, if you get ESPN, you were talking about ESPN Plus for sports.
Yeah, because Disney owns ESPN.
Now they have a bundle package, and I'm gonna look this up actually. Disney Plus, Hulu. Well, because we're live on YouTube, I really don't care. Bundle price. Let's do it. Ready? Let's see how much it is. Let's show the world what we got. So if you want to own, if right here on the Super Review Show, if you want to own Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN, so you're gonna get Marvel, Star Wars, stuff like that on Disney Plus The Simpsons, plus National Geographic. And for Hulu, you're going to get a crap load of stuff. You're going to get the X-Files. You're going to get all the Hulu content on there. ESPN, you're going to get sports games. How much is it going to cost?
$13.99.
How'd you know? Oh, you saw it. You can get all of that for $13.99 a month, and for all of that, I like how they give you options. It's not like just Netflix. Like Netflix does that one thing, like it's like $12 a month for all this. Well, this is $13.99. This is $1 more, and you get more in a sense, if you think about it, which I had no idea.
But you know what? This could, and for a minute there, and I didn't talk about this on my podcast, so I got to kind of talk about it here, if that's okay.
You have a podcast?
Yes, I have a podcast.
I want you to plug it. I'm sorry.
Sports Insanity Podcast. We're on both platforms.
That was really enthusiastic, just saying.
But but the thing is, how the recent ESPN deal, like, don't worry if you're on, like, we're in New York, you could still get the Giants and Jets on like CBS or Fox. So it's not really a big deal.
Yeah.
But I think this is not a good deal, in all honesty.
Tell me why.
Because a lot of people probably can't afford this to get a freaking streaming service.
That's a fair point. They're asking a lot.
Because here's the thing, and I made this point earlier, and I'm not anti-streaming services.
Of course.
But the thing is, I feel like in a way they're trying to privatize television.
You said that, and I agree. I want to understand. Can you explain what you mean, just so I know?
Privatizing television?
Yeah, like, but what you mean by that? Yeah.
Like, I feel like TV is a free service. Like, okay, yes, you may have to pay. Okay, if you pay this amount of money, you get these channels. If you pay this amount of money, you get these channels. And now that more stuff is coming, it feels like, hey, if you pay us $13.99 a month, you get Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN Plus. And all these streaming services are jacking up their prices.
Yeah, it's insane.
The reason that they've been doing this is because of COVID. Is because, we've all been home, we haven't been going out, and we need something to do. So they're thinking, okay, these people are home. All these people are home. They need something to keep themselves entertained, because God knows how long we're going to be in this thing.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, when they start pumping out things and they're like, hey, we may have to raise the price, and people are like, okay, well, this is one of the only things that are keeping me entertained, so sure.
Yeah. I just want to go ahead.
Prices, and listen, I don't know, but maybe once COVID is in the rearview mirror,
who knows?
Maybe their prices will start going down, because not more people will be going out again.
Yeah.
And they're not sitting home watching Netflix or HBO Max or Disney Plus. But it's like now that, streaming services are rivaling cable.
Yeah. It's crazy how it's come to that too.
And it's insane. And listen, again, we're not against streaming services, but this is just crazy.
It's the new reality.
No, absolutely.
I just want to point out something in the chat board. Joe Wiley brought something to my attention. He said, all of these options just take away from being able to watch a lot of games. Also, these streaming services are where the National Hockey League will be on ESPN starting October 12th. I mean, that's a very, I completely agree, because like if you have all three, if you have, oh my God, if you have all three of these, that's great, but that doesn't mean let's say for one, I'll just make up a scenario. Let's say the Rangers are playing on ESPN, but you want to switch the channel and watch the Yankee game. You have to watch, like, there's a whole different like thing going on there. You know what I mean? You have to switch it up. Your input on your TV, it becomes a hassle. It's a small hassle, but go ahead.
Like I said, with the NFL, I think what's going on, because the two most popular sports, and I think these are facts, but this might just be my opinion. The two most popular sports, the NFL and the NBA. So the ESPN is going to try to capitalize on that shit.
Yeah, for sure, because a lot of the games are on ESPN.
Yeah, and no offense, Joe, hockey's kind of on the bottom tier.
Unfortunately, it's really good.
Sorry, Joe. I love the Rangers too, but
yeah, sorry, bud.
I gotta be honest with you, buddy. I'm sorry. Please don't hate me. And JT, do not tell Joe where I live.
You're fine. He doesn't hate you. He really likes you too.
Yeah. But anyway,
GB.
But yeah, anyway, but that's gonna listen. I think that deal with the NFL Sunday Ticket on ESPN Plus, that's gonna do a lot of damage.
I mean, yeah.
Because they're just like because people are they're jacking up the prices.
Absolutely.
I think people are, and especially during all this crap,
Yeah.
I think people even have the money to do this shit.
It's hard. I mean, but at the same time, it's like one of the American way of things is like, oh, I want this, so I'm going to get it no matter what, and I will work for that. Like, you know what I mean?
Or looks like what DirecTV did, this year, the NFL Sunday Ticket.
Yeah.
DirecTV gave all their customers NFL Sunday Ticket for free.
Yeah. Joe Wiley also brought something else in the chat board. Thank you for bringing this up, Joe. Again, thanks for watching as usual and listening. Yes, NBC is shutting down NBC CSN.
NBC Sports Network.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry, it was a small typo there. Later this year, so any sports to USA Network,
which is owned by
I forgot what I'm talking about.
Which is owned by NBC and which is owned by Universal, which also owns NBC. October 12th is right now pending. No delays for the season will be open tonight. I believe NBC will have some home games. Yeah, I think so too, Joe.
I hope so. I mean, yeah.
And also, look who's finally joining us. It's Matt Hensley.
How you doing, bud? Good to see you.
Matt Hensley, good to see you, buddy. Welcome to the show as always.
Yes, glad to see you. Glad you made it. Matt, if you have any comments, concerns, questions about anything to do with Netflix films or streaming stuff on Netflix or streaming services in general, please jump in the chat board. Thank you so much for watching.
Please give us your thoughts.
Bill, I think, share your thoughts and share this video while you're at it too. Bill, the concerns about Disney, let's be real. Is Disney becoming a monopoly?
Yes.
Yes. The answer is yes. Regarding this stuff here, look, the fact that they own the Disney umbrella. I gotta see this. Like, no, literally, they're doing everything. Oh my God, not the Disney umbrella. Literally, I'm talking about the Disney corporate umbrella. What do they own? What does Disney? Here's a good one. Disney owns the following things. I didn't know that they own history. Wow. ABC, the Disney Channel
is owned by National Geographic. So
right. Oh my God. Wow. They're practically on like half the market. This is nuts. So they own ABC, they own A&E, they own Lifetime. Jesus Christ. They own like ESPN. They own Marvel. Oh my God. This is a cool graphic from a while back of Marvel characters. But now that's all changed because Disney owns Fox, and now Fox moved on. It's crazy. Anyways, let's see what we got here. This is Big Ten. Jesus Christ, they just own everything. This is a better graphic. Disney owns all of that. If you can see that there. And I just want to check on the chat board, my friend Joe. No worries. I'm currently watching this along with the 9 college lacrosse live streams and watching the NASCAR iRacing race. The NBC will split the playoffs for these 2 years. All right, that's not bad. Matt Helmsley in the chat board. Disney monopolizing everything could become a huge problem. It could. The Feds.
Matt, please elaborate because I agree.
Elaborate, Matt. I think Matt is right, and I just want to chime in before he types. The fact that Disney owns a lot, I think the government might actually have to step in, to be completely honest, because Disney owns this is becoming like a Disney stream. Like they own just so much content. It's a little bit monopolizing. And the Fox merger thing, I can't believe the government let that through.
Oh, I can't believe it. Well, I know, because they're private companies, so they
have the ability to say that. The
government really has no say.
That's a fair point, actually. Yeah.
But yeah, and listen, I could probably do a whole video about how Disney treats certain workers. I'll tell you off stage. I'll tell you off camera because they're not the best. Into other issues, and they might be watching.
The Disney corporate.
Don't piss me off,
Bill. Don't.
JT, you neither.
Oh God. I mean, but bottom line, I think streaming services could be the way of the future, and I think this is definitely a good segue conversation from when we first started this live stream. Bill, I gotta admit, this has actually become a really good episode. I like this episode so far
because we thought, okay, we're just gonna talk about stuff that went right to went right to movies and streaming services, but now we're talking about just streaming in general and
the future of it.
Like, what's it gonna be like coming up?
I mean, did you know that Disney paid Big Ten Network to stream it on ESPN Plus?
Really?
Disney paid $1 billion.
Whoa,
Disney dropped $1 billion. I'm not making this up, everyone. Disney dropped $1 billion on the Big Ten Network to stream it on their ESPN Plus. That shows you something. Disney could hurt other companies and less wealthy folks as a monopoly. True, I agree with that, Matt. I agree with that 100%.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, it could hurt a lot of things. I mean, they literally own a lot of the planet. I hate to say it like that, but it's true. And these streaming services, though, I mean, there's just so many out there. I think the conversation about streaming services and which is better and Netflix and whatnot. And I think Bill raised a very good point before, though, but Netflix is going downhill. I think Netflix going downhill might actually become a reality, and Disney Plus might take over. Any other comments? I just want to jump over to something really quick. Hold
on. Yeah, I think pretty soon. Yeah, because pretty soon, I think what were we saying?
Something about streaming.
Yeah, something with streaming is, because Disney's going to be owning everything, and what you said with the Big Ten Network, that's going to be on. I don't know what the aspects are going to be with some of the other college football games, because I know Notre Dame's on NBC.
Yeah.
And NBC's owned by Universal, so.
Peacock, it might come on Peacock. I don't know.
But NFL tried this last year. They actually streamed a game. I remember it was the day after Christmas.
Right.
They streamed it on whatchamacallit. They streamed it on God, I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank. They streamed it on Amazon Prime.
Oh, okay.
Which I thought was weird.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to be honest. I'm making a bold statement right now.
Go ahead.
Do not put sports games on streaming services.
Tell me why.
Because fans want to watch, and not every fan can afford this.
You raise a good point. See, go ahead, rant. Go ahead.
All they care about is freaking money. That's all they care. You know what? Give me 1 second. I need something.
All right. Well, Bill steps away for a second, everyone. I'll take over.
I'm back.
Oh, he's back. Never mind.
Oh, sorry. God. Okay. We ain't fooling around here, folks.
Oh, no. Hold on.
We're not fooling around.
We're going full screen for 1 second, just so Bill could see this.
Ooh.
He doesn't care.
Oh, shit. Did I do something wrong here?
No, you're good. You're good.
Oh. Putting this back in the freezer.
Woo. All right. Well, Bill is officially taking the whiskey out or something. I don't even know. I have no idea what that was, but here we go. Take it away.
Here's the thing. Fans can't afford this shit. You think this is why people get turned off from watching sports? Because all you care about is jacking up the prices and the cable subscriptions and then going to streaming services.
Yep.
Stop thinking about the money and think about the freaking fans.
The people in general, man.
We're the people who watch the fucking games. And if you keep doing this, people are going to stop watching. You're going to have nobody left. And you're alienating them because you guys are being a bunch of greedy assholes.
Anything else, sir?
Oh, boy. That was a lot.
Woo! Don't mess with Bill.
Thank God for Fireball.
Dude, that was a fireball? Oh,
Fireball.
No. Oh, no. Oh, God. All right, I want to talk about this. I actually have high interest in this. Now, this might seem like a stupid thing to think about, but I actually They have Nickelodeon. They have like the Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Now, one of the things they also have is where is it? I lost it. Oh, where is it? There it goes. Star Trek. I mean, listen. Also, another big factor on certain things is in different streaming services for different properties. Paramount has Star Trek, and I'm a big Star Trek guy. If I want to see all the Star Trek content out there, I might actually get Paramount Plus. That depends on if I'm willing to spend the $10, whatever month it is, or MTV or Comedy Central, Nickelodeon, things like that. Or is it Bet? I don't know how to say that. Whatever.
I just love the Super Bowl commercial that they had on with
for the yeah.
And then Patrick Stewart was there and like, so what do we do now? Well, we should dance. Sweet, sweet, sweet victory. Yeah.
That was great. I that was awesome. Better than Maroon 5's shit show the other year.
Oh boy, I think the fireball's starting to kick in.
You really had a fireball. You're coming here.
Okay, guys, okay, keep talking, JT. I'll be right back. I'm not getting more fireball, I promise. Oh, God. Hopefully, Bill doesn't get another fireball, guys. Anyways, listen, Paramount Plus, I really like Paramount. They get so much shit. Okay, like Paramount, I like Paramount a lot. I like their properties a lot. Listen, the Transformers movies, I'm a little picky on. Like, I like the first one. I like the third one. Fourth one was really, fifth one was, ugh. But I like the first and third one. I like the Turtles movies. I really do. I love the most recent Turtles movies we got. I wish there's a third one coming. I really wish they would make a third one. Star Trek 2009, Into Darkness, and Beyond are all going to be on Paramount Plus now because of this. Even the Netflix properties, iCarly is on there. You know, I mean, let's be real. It's a really funny show. I mean, for those of you who are my age, this was a great show. But they're really pumping it. They're getting the nostalgia points for a lot of people here by putting iCarly under the Nickelodeon part of Paramount Plus. Just saying. And like, how could you not love this show? It's a funny show. It's a stupid show with the Beef Coon and the not Beef Coon. And the Beef Coon and Bigfoot episode. Oh, it's classic. Paramount Plus. Like I said, I actually like Paramount quite a bit. I think they're a very underrated studio, underappreciated completely. They're so brilliant. I love them so much. Sorry, I'm running. Anyways, Bill, do you have any comments for Paramount or Paramount Plus? No, not really. I heard The Godfather's on
Oh yeah, because it's a Paramount property. Paramount was great, man, back in the 70s and 80s.
Oh, they were absolutely fantastic.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Don't worry, water.
Oh, good for you. Not vodka?
Not vodka, and I'm done with the fireball for the evening. That was used as a gag. I was just...
Don't worry, Bill. You're fine.
Ooh.
This would... I can't believe Paramount owns MTV. That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Did you know that?
No, the Smithsonian channels on the... That's the thing. So you get one streaming service. It gets the select group of things. If you want another streaming service, it gets a select group of things. Blah, 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 blah. So basically, what we're trying to say about streaming services is that you got to pick your... If you pick the right ones you want, you'll be able to get certain things. Disney Plus obviously has a lot of stuff. Hulu obviously has a lot of stuff. Peacock, stupid name. Like, it's got a lot of stuff. Like Universal also has, I think they have, who has James Bond? What film? Who does Sony have it or does Universal have it?
I have no idea.
Hold on. I don't want to look it up on camera, but like, you know what I mean? Like James Bond might be on Peacock. They might put all 25 James Bond movies and go, you know what I mean? No, James Bond, Hulu has James Bond for some reason. Like Disney doesn't own James Bond, but I know that Hulu has the streaming rights, as far as I know, for Bond. So anyways, guys, what do you guys, I mean, in the chat board, any questions? What do you guys got for streaming services? Do you have a favorite streaming service that you like? What are some features about the streaming service? Does it have live TV? Does it have certain movies? Does it have certain qualities or attractions you like? Please sound off in the comment section below and in the live stream while we're at it too. Bill, do you have any other thoughts on this before we move on or possibly end for the night or no? What do you got?
I think I don't think I have any more thoughts on this.
All right. I was just wondering because, like I said, there's so much out there for streaming services. And there's a lot about there. There's a lot of stuff out there, to be honest with you. And like YouTube TV. My cousins have YouTube TV. They like it. I think one of my friends has a YouTube TV as well. It's actually I like it, but they like it too. But it's also the way like it broadcasts. Also, one more thing I want to talk about before we wrap. If you have nothing else to say, we can always wrap as well.
About streaming services in general.
Not necessarily about streaming service, but about cable companies. Let's face it, cable companies are not going to go out of business. The cable part might go out of business, but the internet part might not go out of business. They might charge you more money for internet. Mm-hmm. Like, think about this. If you're only streaming, they're going to jack the internet prices up. So then you're not only you're paying for the $25 for the two services you have, but you're also paying for internet service. There's no winning, Bill.
There is no winning.
There's no winning in life unless you're married and have kids. That's a different story.
Then that's even debatable.
That is debatable. You're right. Any other thoughts on this, Bill? Do you have any concluding thoughts or anything? Or
on streaming services, I just want to say it's like Disney owns everything.
Yeah, it's also a jungle if you really think about it. Like the different services you can pick compared to like
the mighty jungle.
The lion sleeps tonight.
Okay, guys, again, that's not the fireball talking, I promise.
That's not the fireball talking.
I just had a little sip of it, and I don't have a drinking problem, I promise.
All right, I believe you.
Yeah, that was just all for joke.
You're good. Any other do you have any other thoughts on this at all? Or?
No, it's just that it's so crazy how many services there are, though.
It really is. There's a lot of services. There's a lot of streaming software out there, services. I'll say it when we end, but yeah, I mean, honestly, guys, what do you guys think? Sound off in the comment section below, or share your thoughts, share this video on whatever you guys think about streaming services, or straight to Netflix films, straight to streaming services films made specifically from Amazon, whatever you guys think about this. Bill, are we good?
I think we're good.
I think this was kind of a new episode for us here at the Super Review Show. We talked primarily about straight to Netflix films and streaming services. We hope you guys enjoyed this live stream and enjoyed this podcast as well. Thank you so much for watching and listening. You guys are the best. Don't ever forget it. I want to thank Bill for joining us as well tonight. Bill, thank you so much for coming along as well for this wonderful discussion about how Disney owns everything. I want to rule the world. I'm going to be president. Anyways. And I want to just say, I forgot to say this at the beginning of the show tonight. I uploaded a video to the channel yesterday. One of my favorite, this is completely not related at all, but one of my favorite writers and composers of all time, Jim Steinman, the writer and composer for Meatloaf, and the Total Eclipse of the Heart by Bonnie Tyler, Making Love Out of It. I didn't know about that. He wrote that one. He also wrote a song called Making Love Out of Nothing at All by Air Supply. He co-wrote a lot of songs.
All Out of Love?
He did I Do Anything for Love, but I Won't Do That. He was a great.
Wait, he wrote I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you. He wrote
by Air Supply. By Air Supply, yeah.
Yeah, Air Supply. I didn't know he wrote that one.
He was a fantastic composer, and I was gonna tonight's show is dedicated to him. I just wanted to give a shout out to him. God bless him. God may he rest in peace. He was a fantastic composer, songwriter, in my opinion. And look for the video on the channel for that as well. Thank you so much for watching this, guys, and thank you so much for listening. You guys are the best. We will see you all next week for another episode of Mixed Bag right here on Wednesday night. And we'll hopefully have some more people joining us. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. You guys are the best.
All right, take care. Stay safe.
That was not the fireball. Just saying.
No, that was really me.
Have a good one.